Welcome, LEGO and Transformers fans. Today we're putting 3 different Optimus Prime builds head to head to find out which one truly rolls out as the best. We've got the official LEGO Icons Optimus Prime, the custom rubricable design by Ransom Fern, and a budget-friendly knockoff from AliExpress. Let's break them down. First off, let's talk about packaging. LEGO, as always, delivers a premium experience with their sleek box design, official branding, and top-tier instruction booklet. The AliExpress set? Well, it's here. Definitely more basic. No box, just bags of bricks. Inside, the LEGO set instructions manual is clean, well printed, and easy to follow. The AliExpress manual? It looks like a photocopied pamphlet from the 90s. And instead of getting a transformer, we get a deformer. The rubricable instructions only come in PDF format, but are clear and well put together. Alright, it's time to build. LEGO's pieces snap together with that satisfying click we all know and love. The build is intended for ages 18 and up, and while it's not a quick afternoon project, it's definitely a satisfying one. You're looking at about 10 to 12 hours of building if you're taking your time. Fern's design is a beast. It's bigger, more detailed, and uses advanced techniques, but it's also a more challenging build. Definitely not for beginners. Build time was a bit longer than LEGO's, as you are required to color code all 1500 LEGO pieces, which also makes them a bit harder to find. About 15 hours total. Meanwhile, the AliExpress set? Well, let's say I had to force some pieces together, and others were way too loose. Some of these knockoff bricks don't even clutch properly. Unlike other knockoffs I've experienced, this is by far the worst. With 2,783 pieces, build time was almost 20 hours. Now that all 3 are built, let's compare. The LEGO Icons Optimus is a fantastic official take on the classic G1 cartoon look. Now, as far as the build itself goes, it's not just a simple brick by brick process. LEGO really did an excellent job at integrating some complex techniques, especially in the joints and the transformation mechanism. You'll notice there's a lot of clever engineering involved, especially when it comes to the articulation of the figure's limbs. One of the coolest parts of this set by far is the fact that it's fully transformable. Yes, you can switch Optimus from robot mode to truck mode, just like the iconic character from the Transformers universe. However, it's not as simple as snapping pieces in place like some other LEGO vehicles. It's a more intricate process, but the engineering here is top-notch. The joints are well designed, and while the transformation isn't seamless and fluid like an action figure, it's definitely satisfying to pull off. Just like the original, I'm sure fans can appreciate getting 2 models for the price of 1. Its jetpack is fully detachable and has its iconic Ion Blaster and Energon axe. The addition of the display plaque really allows fans to display the model with passion and pride, but it does have its drawbacks. The hip section isn't very secure and detaches quite easily. In its transformed truck state, it is easy to assume that it might not hold together well, as it's made from LEGO. However, this is not the case. It feels firm even when we move it around. The iconic red, dark blue with added bits of grey and metallic silver parts to make up its grille and fuel tank really does bring the model to life. Its Ion Blaster also sits nicely between its legs and doubles as both a gun and the truck's transmission. An ingenious design from the LEGO team. But let's be real. Most of us, including myself, will pose this set in its robot state, as this is where the set really shines. LEGO's design team has captured the essence of Optimus Prime perfectly. From his blue helmet with the iconic faceplate down to his red chest with the silver windows, this build is incredibly accurate. Something the LEGO designers were not able to add into the transformation, however, is the front bumper design on the waist of Optimus. In addition, it requires the user to remove a 2x6 tile when transforming Optimus. The stickers on its legs, which are used to highlight some of the finer details, really bring this figure to life. You also get these small chrome pieces that add a touch of realism. It's like LEGO knew exactly what the fans wanted. The rubricable version? It is more detailed, proportional, and honestly, a work of art. The shoulders are bulkier, the legs have a more natural shape, and overall it just feels more like the Optimus we all know and love from G1. If you've built the official LEGO Optimus, this one will feel familiar, but with some really clever improvement in details to its arms, legs, and torso. Both its legs and arms are longer, with smartly added curves and shapes to give the set a more humanoid feel. However, its drawback is that it doesn't transform and feels delicate compared to LEGO's design. But with this drawback comes refined proportions with no weird or awkward gaps. When comparing robot to robot, it's much cleaner and just overall more polished than the original LEGO model. It does use most of the parts from the LEGO set too, which is impressive. Last but not least, here we have it. Optimus Prime in all his blocky, possibly copyright infringing glory. But does it hold up? Let's find out. Now, if you've ever built a LEGO set, you'll notice a few things right away. The plastic, not quite LEGO level. The clutch power, some pieces fit well. Others, let's just say Optimus might need some Gorilla Glue reinforcement. Otherwise, some parts will fall off if you breathe too hard. The colours are off and the plastic quality doesn't match up, but it does look awe-inspiring. I couldn't find much information about the designer of this set, so I'm not sure whether it was copied or designed by the manufacturers. But overall, its high piece count makes it look incredibly detailed and grand. Let's see how these hold up. The LEGO model is solid, great for display and light play. Although it feels a bit flimsy when transforming, once it's converted, its robot and truck state hold up nicely. All its limbs are slightly more posable, and both arms can carry the weight of its blaster and axe. Another highlight here is the articulation. While it's not fully articulated like an action figure, Optimus Prime is surprisingly posable for a LEGO model. His arms and legs move freely, so you can display him in various action poses, whether he's holding his blaster or striking a heroic stance. Ransom Fern's version is stunning, but with all those intricate details, it's more for display than rough handling. It also comes with some posable limitations. The arms are too heavy for their joints and they cannot lift its blaster. And the knockoff? Well, let's just say I had to rebuild parts after each touch. Forget about playing with it, just keeping the parts together while posing is a challenge. The leg joints don't want to stay together, making posing almost impossible. I had to put tape at the bottom of its feet just for it to stand. It also shares the same issue with the rubricable version of the arms being too heavy to hold the blaster or axe up horizontally. So, is it worth paying extra for LEGO? Absolutely. You get premium quality, a satisfying build experience, and a model that won't fall apart when you touch it. The best part is that it keeps its classic and fully transformable design. For this, I scored the LEGO set a 4 out of 5 for accuracy and design. The build experience of the Icon set was great. It was fun yet challenging, and the brick quality made you feel like you were building a premium product. For this, it gets a score of 4 out of 5 for build experience. Lastly, the LEGO set is very playable and adds extra point for being the only set that transforms. For this, the score is 5 out of 5, giving the LEGO set a total score of 13 out of 15. The accuracy of Ransom Fern Optimus is just as good as the Icon version. It depends on whether you prefer the more blocky or sleeker G1 cartoon look. For this, I scored a 4 out of 5 for accuracy and design. The rubricable uses more advanced techniques and is slightly more challenging to build than the Icons version. It is perfect for seasoned builders, so it is for you if you like a challenge. I score the Ransom Fern's build experience a 4 out of 5. As I said, the Ferns version is more of a display piece. The playability factor is relatively low, mainly due to its weak joints. This I score a 3 out of 5, bringing Ransom Fern's final score to 11 out of 15. At first glance, the AliExpress set doesn't even look like it's constructed from bricks. It almost has that Gundam model look. This can be good or bad, depending on your taste. I love the detail, and I think it does a great job of capturing the Transformers design nicely. The proportions, however, are a bit off. For this, I scored a 4 out of 5. At times, it was frustrating to build. Some parts had to be put together forcefully. Other times, I was very impressed with the building technique used. Out of the 3, this is by far the most advanced build. For this, I scored 4 out of 5 for the building experience. This set is by no means playable. 0, zilch. For this, the playability factor is 1, giving the AliExpress Optimus Prime a final score of 9 out of 15. Alright, let's talk money. The official LEGO Icons Optimus Prime comes in at around $250 retail. Not cheap, but it's LEGO, so you know you're getting quality parts. Ransom Fern's custom rubricable design isn't a set you can buy outright. You'll need the LEGO Icons version, and then you'll need to purchase the instructions on top from rubricable.com for $24, bringing it to a total of $274. And then we have the AliExpress knockoff, which I paid $80 for. A cheap price for a cheaper product. So, which one should you get? LEGO Icons Optimus Prime is your go-to if you want a well-balanced mix of playability, quality, and nostalgia. If you're a hardcore builder who wants the ultimate display piece, buy LEGO. If you own the LEGO Optimus Prime set and want to take it to the next level, the rebrickable version is a must build. The improved articulation and better proportions make this feel like the ultimate LEGO Optimus. It's like going from a deluxe figure to a masterpiece edition, but be prepared to pay a little more. Suppose you're on a tight budget and want something that provides you with a good challenge and many hours of emotional damage, appreciation, and stiff fingers. In that case, the AliExpress knockoff might be tempting, but don't expect LEGO level quality. What do you think? Which Optimus Prime do you like best? Please drop a comment below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. Till next time, keep building and stay awesome.